Today is February 7th, 2019.
InFocus starts right now. We will take a look into the life of one of Pally's favorite teachers.
Some information for those trying to earn the President's Award for Community Service.
And high cost of living is causing some people to move into pods. We will have more information on that. Welcome to InFocus. I'm Thomas Colburn.
And I'm Jason Goldie.
There's a lot going on around campus.
Here's some important announcements from today's campus bulletin. First, the Conservative Club would like to announce that they will be hosting a meeting this Friday in room 812. YCS Interact's annual food drive has begun, and it will continue until February 22nd. And with Valentine's Day coming up, ASB will be selling Valgrams today and tomorrow. Valgrams can be purchased on the quad and outside Mac at lunch for $3 for one or $5 for two.
Pally Choir will be hosting the annual Pops concert tonight and tomorrow night in the Pack at 7 p.m. The songs follow a 2000s theme. Students that have completed 100 or more hours of community service within a 12-month period can submit their hours for a President's Volunteer Service Award. To complete your submission, go to the site on your screen. To fill out the Google form per your graduation year during the submission period, email klarson@pausd.org. Rising seniors interested in an internship program should consider the Lockheed Martin Internship Program. The company is principally engaged in research, design, and development of advanced technology. For more information, visit the link on the screen. It's no secret that the Pally campus has some interesting personalities.
Interesting people can be found teaching as support staff and, of course, students.
Jason, I know I've had some great teachers while at Pally. Who's your favorite teacher?
One of my favorites is Senor Kroll. He makes learning fun and is very friendly. How about you?
Well, I definitely enjoyed my time in Mr. Blackburn's class.
Well, Thomas, you're in luck because Mr. Blackburn is the topic of today's feature story.
Mr. Blackburn has gained a reputation as a prominent teacher across Pally campus due to his bold personality and unique lesson plans. Not only is Blackburn a great teacher, but he is also a musician and an all-around interesting person. Blackburn's career as a teacher started at Pally and Gunn.
Also high school and Gunn High School, as far as I know, are the only high schools in the state of California that teach government to sophomores. So I started out as a sophomore teacher teaching American government and contemporary world history.
Although now Blackburn is known as an econ teacher, that didn't happen until about 5 years into his career. Blackburn really enjoys working in his department here at Pally.
We all believe in collaborating, we all believe in helping each other out, making each other better teachers.
Although many students think Mr. Blackburn's lessons are unique, he doesn't totally agree.
So a lot of the stuff that I do, I don't necessarily know that it's unique to me.
Blackburn does think his personality plays a part.
I think the only thing that's different is maybe my personality. I think I put a unique spin on things. I'm certainly louder, I'm certainly more obnoxious in class than I think a lot of people are expecting to see from their teachers. I just try to be myself. I try to just come to class, have fun. We've got to be here every day and might as well make it fun.
Blackburn also uses his unique personality to manage his classroom.
So take it off. Thank you. I could see the bulbs. I couldn't tell if it was a smart watch or a dumb watch.
Blackburn is relatable because he doesn't hold back and is himself in class.
He's like, well, I'm taking the test now. Although you left out the part, which I appreciate. Right?
When Blackburn is outside of the classroom, he enjoys some pretty adventurous hobbies.
So I've been skydiving 5 times, jumped out of an airplane, plummeted towards the earth. Some students might not know that about me.
Skydiving isn't Blackburn's only hobby. Many students know Blackburn as an avid guitarist and a member of the all-staff band Willie and the Four Boys.
Willie and the Four Boys is our band. We have a promotional poster up there. So that band started about a year ago, right around this time, when Mr. Wilson went and got himself a new drum set. 4 of us had performed in the Pally Talent Show, and we had talked about perhaps getting together and playing more often after that. But Brian Wilson had to borrow a drum set to make that happen because he moved out here from Michigan only a couple years prior. So we needed to go out and buy a drum set. So we got a drum set last January, and once that happened, the band started getting together and practice. So Mr. Satterthwaite, he plays bass. Mr. Sabag, he's our singer, and then Mr. Rodriguez, who is probably the best musician in the band. He knows how to play every instrument, probably knows more about music than all of us put together. So we've been playing a bunch of gigs, probably played about 8 or 9 shows. We're a lot of fun. We play a lot of classic rock. I like to be extra loud. That could be a problem, but we always have a good time.
Whether it's skydiving, rocking out, or educating students, Mr. Blackburn is definitely a unique personality on the Pali campus. For InFocus, I'm Sam Miller.
And tomorrow we continue looking at personalities on the Pali campus as we feature Eve Donnelly and her popular ASMR video YouTube channel.
And if you know a unique Pali personality you'd like featured on the show, contact us on our website at www.infocusnews.tv.
Moving on now from what's going on around campus to what's happening in the world and locally today.
Let's take a look at what's topping today's headlines in today's News Minute.
Trucks carrying humanitarian aid have been seen in Colombia, today heading towards the Venezuelan border. Aid was previously blocked by Nicolas Maduro's government. The trucks arrived from Bogota, and the aid includes food, medical supplies, and hygiene kits. It remains unclear if and how the aid will get into Venezuela, as Maduro's government has rejected the aid, saying they are not beggars. Venezuela's self-declared interim leader Juan Guaido, meanwhile, vows the aid and will get through to those in need to amid a crushing economic crisis in the country.
When you're strapped for cash, you've got to make some sacrifices. That's exactly what pod share living is about. Sky High Rent in California is popularizing co-living communities like this in the LA area. They're tiny spaces where each renter gets their own pod, bunk bed, TV, storage space, and options like an overhead chalkboard to personalize the area. Residents at PodShare Venice have community bathrooms, kitchens, and living spaces. All of that is shared for a monthly rent of $1,000. Other co-living spaces offer different amenities like private bedrooms and bath, but as expected, that'll cost extra.
And now a heartwarming story, literally. It has been a wild winter for Fluffy the cat. She had to be thawed out after getting buried in snow. Her owners found her outside near their Montana home on January 31st. They rushed her to a nearby animal clinic to get her examined. A vet says Fluffy's body temperature was so low it was difficult to get an IV into her. They used warm water, hair dryers, heated towels, and a heated kennel to get her body temperature back to normal. Luckily, she made it out just fine after spending a night in the ER. The 3-year-old cat mostly stayed outdoors before, but now she'll be staying inside where it's nice and warm. From news around the world to news of the past, InFocus brings you the latest and greatest in today in history.
Derek has been researching more about space travel.
What do you have for us today, Derek?
Thanks, Thomas. Today in 1984 was the first human satellite. While in orbit 170 miles above Earth, Navy Captain Bruce McCandless became the first human to fly untethered in space when he exited the U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger, using a bulky white rocket pack of his own design. McCandless orbited the Earth in tangent with the shuttle at speeds greater than 17,500 miles per hour and flew up to 320 feet away from the Challenger. After an hour and a half testing and flying, the jet-powered backpack and admiring Earth, McCandless safely re-entered the shuttle. That's all from me. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Derek.
Now moving on to sports.
Anthony's here to bring us all the scores from Pali Athletics from yesterday.
How did we do, Anthony?
We did pretty well. Yesterday there were plenty of good soccer plays on the field. Boys varsity soccer beat Saratoga in a 5-0 blowout win. Girls JV soccer played Saratoga and they won with a score of 4-0. Next, let's talk about girls varsity soccer. They played Saratoga and it was a tie with the score of 1-1. There are no upcoming games today, but there will be tomorrow. Now back to you.
It seems soccer season has begun to pick up with lots of exciting games and incredible goals.
One of my goals is to present weather to the great students of Palo Alto High School. Let's look at the maps. So as we see, San Francisco has a high of 54 and a low of 45. It's roughly around 53 degrees right now with winds at about 8 to 10 miles an hour. And as we look at Oakland, we got a high of 55 and a low of 43, roughly around the same temperature as San Francisco. And as we go down south, down to San Jose, we got a high of 58 and a low of 41. That's our Bay Area temperatures for today. As we look, today was around 56 degrees. We had a high of 57, a low of 41. Winds at about 6 miles an hour today, so not as windy. As we look at the highs, we're expecting mid-50s and low 40s. So as we look at our 5cast, we're expecting a lot of rain coming up on the weekend and all of next week. So it's going to be coming down. Well, that does it for today's episode.
Be sure to visit our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.